What is going on YouTube? STIPE here today, and today behind me here I have a bunch of used Challengers. Now it is pretty common to get used Challengers here and there in on trade at a Chrysler store, but lately it's becoming a very popular topic online about particularly the SRT product that comes in used. So today I'm going to touch upon why soon used Chargers and Challengers are going to start to hold their value. But before we do get into that, please make sure you do hit that subscribe button and we'll get right into the video. So as I was saying, yes, used, as you can see, I got a 2016 RT Shaker here, a 2017 TA, a 2018 TA, and I don't know what year that one is there, but I'm pretty sure it's a 16 Shaker as well. And these are nice cars. They're all in good shape and fairly low kilometer. And what's happening is dealerships are selling them for quite a bit less than what they were new. Now, the reason why every new car or Challenger Charger you buy is going to depreciate. I'm not saying it's not going to, because it's gonna. And what's going to happen is they're going to hit this point though where they're just not going to go under that anymore. So here in Canada, I'm finding that there's really no Hellcats that are going to go under that $50,000 mark. And that's the beauty actually of buying one of these vehicles used, is because you can drive them for 2-3 years and probably won't lose really anything on it, assuming you don't put on crazy kilometers, because I think most people are going to be buying these ones used aren't going to probably be daily driving them. And it goes same for the TAs, SRTs, or RTs, because it's a trend now that a lot of people are following, and dealerships are finding that new Chargers and Challengers are getting a little bit harder and harder to sell. Now, if you're somebody who doesn't trust in buying a used Challenger and Charger for obvious reasons, obviously probably most of them have been pressed a little bit, and in some cases they've been pressed a lot, and it really becomes to the point where you have to be mechanically inclined a little bit, not crazy, just enough knowledge to understand really what is up with the engine and is everything sound as far as the vehicle goes, whether it's, the brakes, the differential, and it's just simple things. Now, even if something looks great and everything looks spotless, like it's been maintained as well, I mean, who's to say that you might not have a problem with it? New vehicles have problems with them nowadays right after you drive them a week off the lot. Happens all the time. This is stuff you can't account for. But like I said, if there's something obvious though, and you see that the car, when it brakes, something's a little odd when you're braking with it, then maybe you should reconsider buying that vehicle in particular. But for example, this is a 2017 Challenger TA 392. I mean, look at the brakes. Yeah, there's a little bit of rust there at the bottom, just because of obviously a little bit of water and rain that we get, and they've been sitting for a day or two. But as you can see, the pads and everything are in great shape. The vehicle's in great shape. These rims have not been curbed or anything. That's something else you should look for too. Just little things like that, because that just shows what kind of owner owned this vehicle. Was it just their baby, their pride, that was sat in a garage and was well taken care of? I know this black TA was, because I actually know the owner who traded it in, and I know that how he felt about it. He actually, when he bought this vehicle brand new from me, he told me that the reason why he bought it was because he actually remembers building this specific Challenger on the line, because he works at the Chrysler plant in Brampton, which I thought was pretty neat when he told me that story. Now, not all vehicles are taken care of this well like this. And again, it's going to come down to research and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to say is, yeah, I recommend you start looking at that used market, because there's quite a few great deals out there right now, especially if you were someone who bought a new Scat Pack because you couldn't justify spending that extra money for a Hellcat. Now's the time to look, because guess what? How much your new Scat Pack was is probably how much a used Hellcat is with, let's say, 20,000 kilometers or 12,000 miles, around there. And like I said, there's gonna be a lot of good deals coming out on those cars right now, but eventually people are going to catch on, and those vehicles just aren't going to get any cheaper than they are right now. They might even start to go up a bit on trade-in values and stuff, because dealers are going to start realizing, okay, people want to wait for good used ones to come in. They don't want to anymore buy new ones. So what we got to do is we got to start upping their trade value and pricing these cars more expensive, so that we can force our new inventory and make it worth people's while to actually go new. And that's probably what will end up happening, but that's probably 2 years away from actually starting to trend. Until that happens, take a look around at, you know, used inventory at your local Chrysler store, or online on Auto Trader or Car Gurus, whatever you're most comfortable with looking at. Who knows, you might find your next vehicle. And if you're someone who's, like I said, nervous about buying used, then maybe this video isn't the greatest for you. If you guys do have anything to add about what I've said today, comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this trend that I'm starting to catch on to. And like I always say, I'll be back with more videos, guys. Thank you.